Hi folks, how you doing? So what's in the bag, Jake? Well, in the bag, I went onto a website called Keith's Angling UK, and it was a while ago, and I bought some Balsa pole float bodies. But to me, they're an absolutely perfect ultralight crankbait shape. The beauty of it is that they're ready shaped, so that takes that bit of work away. And I know exactly how much weight they can take. And in this case, 2 grams. So I'm going to show you how to make the quickest build ever with the best effects. And then we're going to paint a couple simply and maybe do a couple of interesting paint jobs and a wee bit of foiling too. So jump in, let's get building. So first job is we're going to take our saw and we're going to cut a slot down the middle of this lure, and I'm just holding it here. There's a little dip in the edge of this cutting board, so I'm going to hold it, just line it up from nose to tail. So there we go, pop that there. Next we're going to get our wire, a 0.8mm wire. We're going to make the line tie first. So just like this, make a nice little loop, like so. Now we fit it in our little body here, like this, and we mark where it comes out the back, measure where it comes out, now we can take that out. Just get a punch. We're just taking a little bit out, and this is going to be for our weight. So we've taken a little section out there. Just going to get a small weight, 0.6 of a gram. We're going to give it a little squash down. Just a little squash down. Pop it in there. So we've got our line tie, we've got our weight. We're pretty much ready to do the lip. Okay, next I've just got a little spoon here, and I got this from a cheap set of mini spoons from Amazon. And all I'm going to do, it's quite dished, so I'm going to pop it on top of a hammer. I'm going to get another hammer. I'm just going to give it a little tap. There we go. And that's just flattened him out a bit. If you have an anvil, by all means use that. But there we go. So that's him flattened out a bit. Now we just take our snippers and we're going to just snip off the end, so we're leaving this little divot out the top. That's to fit around the wires. Bicarbonate of soda. Okay, and now we're ready just to pour on. There we go, there's one drop on. You can see it soaking in. Just to the side. There. There. That would be perfect for a sand. Take our lip, just push it into where we want it. Okay, about there. And just cut in with your knife. Now we're going to get our lip and just line it up with that cut, poke it in. If you wobble it, it'll go a bit further and further in, and then we're just going to line it up and make sure it's correct. And once you're happy with where it is, pop some glue in. There. So we're just giving them a little rub down. Make sure they're nice and smooth. And then we're going to seal them. Okay, I'm going to seal them with some clear nitrocellulose. It's a sort of real traditional way of sealing things up, but I've got a thinned version in here, so I'm just going to dip and hang them. So there we go, there's number one. I'm just going to hold on to the lip, dip them in up to the lip, let them out, and then we're going to hang them up in the little drying rack to dry. And there they are, all drying. Okay, so these guys are dry now. Now all we need to do is give them a little rub down, and technically they're ready to paint. He'd be ready to rock and roll. But let's give them a rub down. So I've just got some 400 grit. And just smooth him down, because the nitrocellulose on the first couple of coats, it does raise the grain a bit. So we've got a couple of things to do. First thing, we're going to give them an undercoat. I'm going to go with a white undercoat. Little bit of yellow just on the sides, like that. Like that. That's good. Now we're going to go with good old green. Okay. It's looking nice. bit of transparent black. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap him in some mesh and pop a little bit of gold in. Okay, a little bit, just a... just enough, just enough. There we go. Very, I don't even know if the camera can see it, but there is some very subtle scales on there. We're getting there. I'll go with orange. Little bit of darkness just around the head. It's looking pretty good. Here I have some black painted cocktail sticks, and we're just going to give this a little paint with some epoxy, and we'll see if we can make a fin for this guy. I'm just going to take my UV resin and we're going to put a tiny thin coat down onto these. That will probably do. Right, bear with me on this. And now we're going to get the rest of our guys and just start to give them a little top coat of UV resin. And then this guy here, so that here it is, we're going to alter that pretty soon, but I'm going to just pop that in to cure as well. Let's move on to our little yellow friend. Here he is. So I have a son who likes Warhammer. In Warhammer you get lots of decals. This checkered line looks perfect, absolutely perfect. So first thing we've got to do is cut them out. So I'm just going to do this. Okay, now we're going to pop these into the water. So we've still got water on, nice amount of water. Take out our decal, which is now free from its paper. Come here. Yes! Okay, I like that. That's what I wanted to do for him, just because of that yellow, which isn't showing up so well. Oh, there it is. But yeah, he's ready to rock and roll, ready to race. So that's great. So remember my experiment with the cocktail sticks? We've got to put this guy onto the perch. Okay, so I've cut a slot in the top of my perch lure here. So here's the fins we made, and hopefully they are going to just slot into this little hole I have made. Oh, that looks crazy. That's really silly, but I like it. That looks so good. I'm gonna pop some eyes on this little fella. Oh my lord. What a cute little guy that is. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, so that is the perch. Almost done. I'm just gonna glue that in, and then it's getting a big coat of UV resin. Well, isn't it amazing what you can do with a bit of time and some stolen decals from your son? Really enjoy taking something that's not meant to be a lure and turning it into a lure. It's really satisfying, and I'm particularly pleased with taking the stickleback idea with those cocktail sticks and then adapting it to make a little perch fin. I'd like to use that technique a bit more in the future. I've still got to develop it because I've only just thought of it, but it works and it's really cool. So I recommend, if you can get some pole floats, and you've got yourself a world of possibilities, and it's just really good fun. And I want to say thank you to everybody that's subscribed and liked so far. If you liked it, please leave me a thumbs up. It does really help. Comment, that would be great. And if you guys could subscribe, man, that would be brilliant. So thanks again, and I'll see you in the next build.